I got you. Go ahead.
And this is where it started. So short, sweet, loving and little, and then...
Fuck! What the? Hey, B!
Stop trying to be seen!
Let's go!
This is how you make your money!
Yes!
I was worried about growth! I was gonna get drugged!
No.
Say another motherfucking word! Say another motherfucking word! You drilling my shit like this, you gonna be mine forever.
Take it back!
So I finally decided to stand up for myself. And,
Piece of shit!
Oh my god.
yeah.
The stress, I can't.
This is where they got me.
Oh my god. The stress.
I sentence you to life, no parole.
She called the cops on me for yelling at her and told them I beat her. Hashtag end little woman syndrome.
Happen to men being the pursuers.
Y'all asked for the sequel, so here it is. Why Men Aren't Pursuing Women, Part 2.
But women are the prize because women, they got a pussy, you know what I mean? Pussy makes the world go round.
A compliment from a man means literally nothing, but a compliment from a woman. Now that's something.
I'm taken, and I still love to go shake my ass at a bar with my friends. So
Hate the attention, but then when I feel unattractive and I don't get the attention, it's like, I don't love that either.
I'm not to say men are down here and women are up here.
Okay, so are women equal to men or are women superior to men?
For sure, superior.
Okay. When it comes to dating and relationships, who is typically seen as the prize, the man or the woman?
Bitch. Yeah, the woman.
Okay, so if the woman is the prize, why even bother going out with a man in the first place?
I don't know.
That's a great question.
Ladies, if he says he's got no hoes, that means nobody wants him, so you shouldn't either.
Men think that they are the shit. Why do men think that they have to take money, or why do men think that women have to do cooking, cleaning, all that stuff, and all they do is go to work?
We control the world.
Okay, so if women control the world, why do so many people think it's a man's world?
How likely are women willing to accept men for just the way they are?
Not very likely.
We want things, and we're not going to tell you what we want.
Why would you do that?
Because, for the sake of being complicated.
So, like, what kind of effort do you make? What do you do?
I mean, obviously, if I like someone and I know I'm going to be seeing them, then I'll, put my makeup on and do my hair better than normal.
50% of adults in the United States are single. I wonder why that is.
There are a lot of cool men out here. I love the president. Let's give it up for the brothers. There's a lot of cool men out here. For the men out here. I love the president's speech saying you're looking at a feminist. What can men do leaving here? Be better. Be better at everything.
Men are taught that they have to make women happy. The fact of the matter is, you can't make anybody happy. You have to make yourself happy. Happiness is a byproduct of achievement. So for women to say that they're unhappy, it's their own fault. Anybody who says he's unhappy, it's his own fault. Everybody has to make himself or herself happy.
You're giving me such a bloody headache. Yeah, I mean, where are you from? Where are you from? Dear Lord, I would never in a million years teach my girls that they have to grow up to be reliant on a man, as you can well imagine. I would never teach my son that he should be attracted.
But Tracy, you're the same one. You're the same one who brags that she's so strong and so tough and doesn't need a man's money. Yet you're taking alimony.
City boy! City boy!
Got him. We fucking got him. That's why it's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Welcome, my friends, to the RP Experience. Peace and love to my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so you know when I have a whole new video up. Today's video is going to be about a topic I think I touched on, but I don't think I got more in depth in. And
Still might not be able to get in depth in because there's so many angles to this, but it's about when a woman is abusing a man. Now, there's two types of abuse, as women like to say. There's verbal abuse, and then there's physical abuse. Now, me being a man, I've been under, well, I experienced both of those right there. Now, as far as the verbal abuse, I can't paint myself as an innocent victim because while I never did really start the verbal abuse, I would engage in the verbal abuse. So she would say some nasty stuff to me. I would say some nasty stuff to her. This was some of my past relationships, especially my longest one that ended up in a marriage and then a divorce. And most women would say, well, it's normal that people argue and they engage in that activity. Yes, but it should be a graph of like how much is too much. And with any verbal abuse, a lot of times it will turn into physical abuse. Now, a lot of people will be like, how can a woman abuse a man? Well, usually because a man lets that woman abuse him because he is scared of responding, over responding, and really hurting her. Plus, I was raised to not hit a woman. Now, while I did a video of not giving a woman blind respect, and it was two opposite viewpoints. It was this woman saying to always respect the woman and then just walk away. I agree, but not with how she was implying it. She was the way she kind of said it in that clip, because I did not watch that full video, but the way that she was talking, it would seem like you always respect her, you always put up with her shit. Yes, you walk away, but you come back because that's how women are. As a man, I should just accept it. That's the feel that I got from her. Whereas with Andrew Tate, he was more like, women ain't special. Don't be chasing after them. Get your money. F those HOs. So, I can see how, especially with younger men, they're more on that kind of energy because that's how we feel deep down inside with dealing with a lot of women. And it's not a little bit of women, it's a lot of women of various looks. Definitely the very pretty attractive ones. Because I do notice the ones that are like very attractive, spoiled brats, have like come from toxic households. They're used to engaging in that type of thing, but you see a soft, like me, I usually see a soft side of that person, and then I can understand, like, okay, obviously you are in that type of environment, so that is going to happen. And this can go with any race, okay? Because like I say, I used to put white women up here on that pedestal, but they can definitely be culprits of it. Thing is, though, they won't bust out and with the verbal abuse right away, unless they're more the bitchy women. But they are usually smart enough to not be doing that stuff with a guy that they like. Now, when they don't like the guy, he's like a simp or a guy she's keeping around, yeah, she's going to be like that. But with a guy that she really likes, she's not going to do that until she has her claws really into him, usually with a marriage or especially a kid. Now, other cultures of women, they will sometimes come out the gate with guns blazing with that because they are used to that kind of in a way. That's why women that act like that, well, especially out the gate, they would never attract me because that's a total turn off. Anyway, let me share this clip right now and I'll be right back. And if you forgot, hit the like button. It helps other people see the video. I appreciate you guys.
You ain't gonna hit me though. You ain't gonna hit me though. Is you? I'm calling my daddy right now. I'm calling my daddy right now.
Boy, that was funny. That was funny. Hopefully your father don't actually show up, because if I was him, I would do exactly what I was prepared to do to your father, for sure. You got 50%. If he comes over thinking he's a superhero, you don't get 100. Don't care the age. He ain't my daddy.
All right. I know the very first video I used at the beginning of this video, or the very first clip, was a skit. But that stuff does happen. Maybe not to that level all the time, but that right there, the clip that I just used, I'm not sure if that's a skit or not, but she was definitely really hitting him. But at the same time, I know a lot of people be trying to go viral on these social media platforms like TikTok. So that could have been staged. But once again, that's something that really happens, and I've seen it. Sometimes not as much as like out in public, but behind closed doors. Seen black women do it, Hispanic women do it, white women do it. All women will do this. I know a lot of women. I'm pretty sure half of the women that I know have a hand problem. At least half of them have a hand problem, because there's no way that this happens a lot. And the thing is, just men don't report it. I know I never reported it. And while I know one time she would say to me, like, well, I'm the one that has bruises on me. Okay. But what happened was, she's hitting me, and if she's either blocking the door or I can't get out the door, then I would like hold her and put her on the bed. Maybe I gripped her a bit hard, maybe with her struggling or whatever the case may be. But it never was on her face, around her neck, like around her arms or something. Looking back, I should have left that relationship a long time ago, but it was just like a lot of love or attachment and stuff right there. We've been through a lot of things. I would say, if a man, if you have a woman doing this, because eventually she's going to push you to the limits of your patience, you need to leave out of that. And hopefully you, well, actually definitely leave if you have kids. This is a counterintuitive thing, because you don't want your kids growing up seeing that's okay. You don't want your daughters growing up seeing that that's okay, that their mom is like totally like trying to dominate their dad. And I can think of a case when I was like younger, and I remember this old couple. The woman would get mad at him at something, and then they would make a spectacle, and then she'll be like hitting and scratching him out in public. And what would most people do? They wouldn't call the police. They wouldn't try to break it up. They would just sit back and laugh, which I think a lot of people would do in that type of situation. So as a man, you can't win in that situation. So I would just say, if you have a woman like that, and I'm pretty sure you're going to see early stages of that, leave her alone. It's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. It's actually going to get worse the more you commit with her or something. Now, I know that person doesn't do that now when we interchange, but we're not together neither. Then again, I put that on myself, because I should have definitely laid down the law, the boundaries. If they do it again, then just leave that relationship. We both did things, especially verbally, saying things to each other. Even though it was a lot of love there, we say hurtful things to each other. So I would say, don't stay in a relationship like that. Don't try to work it out. I almost would say, don't even go to counseling, unless if she, and I'm saying this to the women that do this, unless if she can like change overnight, then don't even do that. And that's why sometimes when a man does snap, he's his woman. A lot of times now, with the knowledge I know, I wonder, was that type of stuff going on with them abusing each other verbally, it getting out of control, she hitting him, and then he's snapping and then going overboard. And obviously because he's bigger and stronger. Those types of relationships need to be stopped. Okay? So anyway, I'm starting to repeat myself right here. You should get the message. If you're in a relationship like this, whether you're a man or a woman, get out of it. But especially if you're a man, because you're going to end up in jail or on death row or something. Anyway, God bless. Give me a like, subscribe, and thank you very much.
You break the rules.
Look out!
And become a hero. I do it and I become the enemy.